Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing to start the drive. Dawson. And he finds Howard complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Dawson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And taken right at the 35. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Dawson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Dawson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Dawson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He's going to go up top again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. The 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Throwing after the interception, Dawson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dawson. That's caught by Howard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dawson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Dawson. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The pushed too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. The Vikes seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
A great effort there.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Dawson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dawson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate what.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Dawson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possession. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A give up the middle to Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be...
He's got a man, complete, touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive starts with a completion left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dawson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dawson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Dawson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Dawson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dawson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Dawson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.